Let's get right to it because we do begin with a quick update on the cold weather crisis in Texas. The power is back on for most everyone, but now millions do not have water or are under water boil advisories. Many people are also dealing with burst pipes. Food continues also to be an issue as distribution was disrupted. And meantime, we've got to talk about Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who fled the frigid state in the midst of the crisis for sunny Mexico. Well, he's back in Texas after getting a ton of backlash. He claimed he was just escorting his daughter on the trip. But it turns out, according to leaked texts, it was his wife who planned the trip to escape freezing Houston. Cruz did apologize. Take a look.
It was obviously a mistake, and in hindsight, I wouldn't have done it. I was trying to be a dad. The moment I sat on the plane, I began really second-guessing that decision and saying, look, I know why we're doing this, but I've also got responsibilities. And then as it became a bigger and bigger firestorm, it became all the more compelling that I needed to come back.
Now, this is not the first example of a politician behaving badly in the midst of a crisis, and it certainly isn't limited to just one political party. Other examples include California Governor Gavin Newsom, who is being threatened with a recall over his handling of the pandemic, and the fact that he went to a fancy birthday dinner at an expensive restaurant indoors, all the while telling his constituents not to gather together inside. Shameful. Another example is Denver Mayor right here, Michael Hancock, who took a trip to Mississippi for Thanksgiving after telling residents, to avoid traveling. So the question is, what are these people thinking? What should the consequences be? I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. All three of them, bye. Lost my respect, lost my vote, especially here in Denver. Never voting for Mayor Hancock. Never.
Wow. Wow. Strong. I mean, one thing you get into politics for is because you like the optics of it. You like, your ego is flattered by being in front of the camera, by doing the ribbon cutting, by saving the day, right? And what I can't get over is all these politicians, Democrat or Republican, how they didn't see that this would have been a problem. Like a 10-year-old could have been like, maybe don't leave the state when everyone's freezing. Maybe you do calls like Beto O'Rourke, who's making 150,000 senior wellness calls to see if he can get a warming station out.
Because they don't care enough of
But shouldn't they care even about the optics about that?
Enough of the optics. What happened to people coming from a place of humanity, Jeff? Have we lost that in politics? I'm sure there's plenty of good politicians out there, but these three politicians, what should the consequences be?
I don't know. Something harsh, right? I always say lead by example. I've mentioned a couple of these people in the past. Why aren't we getting on them? Nancy Pelosi too, sorry. But we need to get on these people, right? We need to do something. Politics is optics. I disagree with you there. I don't know or agree, whatever you said. Go take a picture of one of those sea turtles, Ted Cruz. That's a perfect optic that people want to see.
No, that's BS. I don't want to see that.
That's politics. It's BS. 10-year-olds, Tori just said, would know the difference. There's something wrong in our justice system or the way we run our society that people don't know that high-end celebrities, politicians, they think they could just do anything and have no consequences. We as the public need to start giving consequences out.
Because they can, Jeff. That's the saddest thing. Because we are so polarized, they know that it's like, hey, what are you going to do? Vote for the other guy? They feel like they can do whatever they want, and they do whatever they want. We could vote them out. We don't need to worry about optics, Sam. We don't need to worry about punishments. What we need to do is vote these people out. Unfortunately, the way that we pick our candidates and the way that they come up through the system these are people that seek power. They seek money. They seek status. The people that would be the best politicians are people like Jeff. People like Sam, people like Bert, our boss, my mom. But they don't want to do it because they don't want to have their life ripped apart. The only people that want to be in these positions of power, for the most part, are power hungry. And when they get that power, they don't relinquish it, and they do stuff right in your face.
I disagree with you that there shouldn't be any harsh punishments other than voting them out. Because if I were to completely abandon my job responsibilities, there would be some sort of consequences for me. So that should apply to our politicians as well.